Round of applause for all you fans out there. Thank you so much for joining us, waiting in line, enduring the heat. Like nobody's behind him, and going to put down a solid run. So here we go. Ryan Tuerck, Rain-X Toyota, GR Corolla on Nitto tires. The race service boys watching for Monaco. Throws it into that first outside zone, high on the bank. Here comes Dean Carney. Look at that, applying the pressure. There goes Dean Carney. And that HyperNFT.io Dodge Viper now in that transition, in that second inside clip. Really tight is Ryan Tuerck. Now going to that second outside zone. Ryan Tuerck does exceed it a little bit. Dean goes way long on Ryan Tuerck, but that's difficult, man. You know, you got to think about the short GR Corolla compared to this long Dodge Viper. So aesthetically, it definitely looks different. Oh, Dean Carney throws it in. Ryan Tuerck, a little bit of correction there. So looks like they're mimicking kind of the same line. Ryan Tuerck throws it high on the bank. Now Dean Carney dropping into that inside clip. Looks like Dean does throw it a little bit wide. Now Ryan Tuerck reels him back in. Looks like he might be trying to play it a little bit safe here. Not throwing caution to the wind or the Corolla to the side of the Dodge Viper. Says, all right. And all of them do. Ryan Tuerck gets the win. Unfortunately, Dean Carney in the Mustang RTR Spec 5 FD Nitto tires. Drip HQ right here in Florida and across the globe. Here comes the Drip Cave. Head Caveman, look at that. Matt Field, good initiation, throws some more angle at it. Adam LZ drops at an angle. And now transitioning an all-American battle. Matt Field in that second inside clip. LZ, see him tucking in. Matt Field, there you go. LZ now gets into formation. Nitto tires, Pennzoil lubricants, NGK spark plugs. See what we got here. Adam LZ initiates into the bank. Like I said, that clean air, a lot more confidence there from Adam LZ. Big angle from him, using all that force, drops in that first inside clip. Matt Field hanging tough. He needs to find that pocket. He does on that second inside clip. Not mimicking the exact angle, but LZ, this is what I'm talking about. You get that fresh air and stellar run. And there it is. Matt Field gets the win, knocking out Adam L2. Let's see what the Dozers got for Trenton Beecham. Dylan Hughes initiates. Trenton Beecham really lunges forward. Dylan, great angle there. Beecham struggling to get to that angle and get to that pocket. Gets all the course. Dylan slingshots into that inside clip. Now Trenton Beecham finds some traction with the Nexans and jumps on in. And Dylan, you can see him just throwing up the debris in that second outside zone. Trenton Beecham needs to throw down a banger of a lead run here in order to knock out Dylan Hughes. Trent Beecham initiates. Dylan kind of a slow roll into that bank. Maybe got a little surprised by Beecham. He put down some very fast runs. Not that time is an element, but just a fast driver. Oh, look at that. Kind of coming out of angles. Dylan Hughes. Dylan needs to throw some more angle at it. Trent Beecham does. Oh, look at this. Nosing in. That's almost Daigo Saito. There it is. Dylan Hughes unanimously gets the win. And just, you know,
so solid in this car, which is finally seemed to have figured out.
Alec Robbins, Darren Kelly, Minnesota versus New Zealand. Now throwing it into the bank. Alec Robbins pulling away from Darren Kelly. Maybe you're going to drop in here on that first inside clip. Look at Robbins. Schmissues. Are you kidding me? Robbins just barely nicks over that BC Racing Trackside Tropical clip into that outside zone. Look at that. I mean, if he's having any insight there from Lorette Nickel, talking to Darren Kelly, the Heart of Racing, Aston Martin Heart of Racing, doing both road racing, sports car, and obviously drifting. Darren Kelly high on the bank. Now Alec is struggling to hang with Darren Kelly. Darren Kelly, a champion, is native New Zealand. He used all the track, does exceed it just a little bit as Alec Robbins. Maybe that is where he's having a tough time. When he's got the clean air, he dials it in, and now Alec, talking about that tire attrition, how rough it is and how abrasive it is. But Darren Kelly, both these guys are dads, and both these guys, Christoph Blush made it in, qualifying 29th. Ryan Little qualifying 4th, his best qualifying ever. Power Stop Brakes GT Radio S15, the RB Army flag. Oh! And wow. Literal, yeah, he's straightened out.
Shoot.
Yeah, so unfortunately, not utilizing his NGK competition timeout. So here he is. Christoph will now lead. Ryan Literal giving chase. Christoph initiated both these guys, GT Radial tires. Christoph said he had contact earlier in practice. Doesn't seem like it right now. Big angle from the high-vis Latvian lover. That is Christoph Blush. Great to have him back here on American soil after a 5-year hiatus. Now transitions in that first clip. Boom, right on it. Ryan Literal hits it with his front left headlight. Now to that second outside zone. Christoph Blush. Again, too little too late there for the quick outcome. Christos Blush, HGK Eurofighter. Here you go. Let's see what we got here from Mike Power and Simon Olsen. Simon Olsen from Norway, Mike Power from the East Coast. Oh, look at Simon reeling him in. Mike Power, great angle in that Type S. Mean Bean, Black Machine. Simon Olsen now tucks in on that transition. About the second hash mark, Mike Power out front, fills all that outside zone, finds the crease, lick the stamp and send it right on the barbed wire's edge. The barbed wire,
right.
That's what we always, it might be thick right now, but when you illuminate that, it's like a white balance. It's going to be blinded by the smoke, not by the light. Here we go. Simon Olsen initiates field suspension, GT radial. Look at that. Now he's looking great. Look at Simon Olsen out front. Big angle from him now coming down into the transition. Mike Power needs to gain that distance. He is looking a lot more settled than Simon Olsen. Don't know if he's hitting the ticks, hitting the marks. As Simon Olsen, a spot on, great lead run. Olsen gets the win. Mike Power knocked out early in third. Came up just a bit short, got third place in Long Beach. We'll love to get back on the box here in Orlando. He won here 2017. Can he do it again? Frederick Osbo initiates. Ken Gucci down on the bank. He needs to find closer proximity. There we go. The Nitto tires ablaze past that inside clip on that transition. Ken Gucci shoots in on the inside. He does dial it back and does find it wrapping around that second inside clip of Frederick Osbo. The gold shining bright in this Orlando sun. Matt Sopa has been joining me up here in the booth for the Pro Spec Championship. Been a great addition to the broadcast team. Transitioning now in goes Ken Gucci, flicks it in. Oh, look at this, Osbo comes out of drift. What just happened?
That looks like a mechanical, Jared.
Oh man, and
Two
look, Gucci
mechanicals.
shuts down. And away they go. So here we go. Hurst out front, Hull in the chase position. Hurst initiates on the bank. Oh, look at Taylor Hull. Jumps to the side of the BMW. Coming down. Oh, Hurst does exceed the track just a little bit. Brings it and drops it on down. Throwing Taylor Hull off maybe a little bit there. Knocks over that inside clip. Hull in that second outside zone. Hull finds the sweet spot there in that second outside zone. Yeah, I think this really falls onto what Taylor Hull's going to do out front. This Comp Cams, Kenda Tires, Edelbrock Corvette. Big flick of the wrist by Taylor Hull, full pull. There we go. Very similar to what we saw from Hull. Gain that proximity. Can he maintain it? So there we go. Hull kept it within the lines there. Hull did exceed it on that lead run. Good transition there. Hull, you see him snap back. So he does have that proximity. He does mimic the angle. Taylor Hull does get a little bit up on that bank, but not too much. I would just say Jonathan Hurst gets the win. So Jonathan Hurst, Taylor Hull. Hurst gets speed up from Ukraine, from Kiev. Chelsea Nova, Penzo, Mustang RTR, Spec 5 FD. PC Racing, Nitto Tires in the corners, and of course, Penzo Synthetic. Big angle there. Nice job by Chelsea Nova. Past that inside clip, just nudging over that BC Racing. Definitely punted that one into that second outside zone. Bologna, welcome to FD. Chelsea Nova. Bologna, a very unique build. I want you to elaborate that on the instant replay. Let's take a look. Bologna from Ukraine initiates into that outside zone. He's working his way to the top. Good angle from him. Chelsea throws some more at it in that Spec 5 FD. Now past that inside clip, doesn't punt it out of the way. Chelsea on there, but look at Holobnia, dialed, set it. And there goes Holobnia into that second outside zone. He is giving it the beans. Well done by Holobnia out one more time. So they're going at it again.
Yep.
Ryan, you on the wall. Chris Forsberg out front, been very smooth with that VR powered all-new Z. Initiates into that bank. Nice job by Forsberg. Big angle, throws some more at it, and Rome is right there. Blends into the green wall. Chris Forsberg on massive line. Huge angle and transition to that first inside clip. Dialing it in. Rome taps it. Chris Forsberg on a heater of a lead run. Gets up the bank a little bit, but Rome Charpentier is right there. Max the supercharged LS. Here comes RCP and Chris, the Force Forsberg. Rome initiates into the bank. High on the wall is Rome Charpentier. Chris Forsberg right there. Big angle. They're both going at it. Great line by Rome Charpentier out front. Forsberg navigates. Gets really close to Rome Charpentier. Diving in. Hitting that second inside clip. Are you kidding me? Come on now. Make some noise, Orlando. Woo! That's what we're talking about. Hey, hats off to RCP, man. Here we go. Odie out front. Castro, the chase position. Odie's going to initiate here. That supercharged LS. Good initiation by Odie. Quick to it. Castro, slow roll. Wow, woo! Are you kidding me? Look at this. Castro goes right to the side of Odie. He had to back, oh, he straightens out, we got carnage.
That was a big bump.
That was a big bump there, Castro and Odie. Gonna roll the tape back, but man, Castro. So here we go, the second half. Remember, Castro went hard on the side of Odie. He was at fault, so Castro needs to throw down one heck of a run here as he initiates into that bank. These guys have been chilling or sweating it out for a little bit as Castro into that first outside zone, runs the line perfectly. Now Odie Bakshi, I have to assume, is gonna kind of pedal it back a little bit, not an inactive chase, but play it smart. But now, there he goes, applying the pressure there. So unfortunate for Castro, I think, with that big hit on that bomb, and boom. Snap, crackle, pop. Odie Bakshi gets the win.
Positions, and maybe they expected him to be a little bit more aggressive.
All right, here we go. So the one more time battle between Denofa, the Pennzoil, Nitto Tires, Mustang RTR, Spec 5 FD. There we go, Denofa, big angle. And Halovnia tucks in, mimicking that angle, and now proximity. He straightens out, going past that inside clip. Halovnia straightens out once again. That's going to be a big downfall for Halovnia, but Denofa finds the crease and sets that Nitto Tire G2 right.
His ability to put together that good lead run and get close to him. So
I would say that if Chelsea makes a mistakeless run and just does what he needs to do, he'll get the victory here. But Halovnia, oh boy,
that's, yeah, unfortunately.
That's a massive hit. Let's make sure they're okay. Halovnia straightens out Chelsea's vehicle, and that's a lot of critical parts. They're up on the bank as well. Make sure Chelsea's okay.
Yeah, this is the risk.
After that, one more time, contact. So Chelsea Denofa gets the win. He'll go third. James Dean, that AutoZone RTR Spec 5 FD. Transitioning in. Big flick by James Dean, but Robert Thorne jumps to the side of him. Has to take a little angle out of it. Maybe got a little bit nervous. James, massive angle there. Used all the course. He does hang it out quite a bit long, but I don't think. Oh, Thorne loses a tire. That back left, you saw it. Yeah, you saw it there. And the tire exits off. James Dean continues on. So does Robert. Robert Thorne, the ASM BMW on Koenig wheels. Let's see what we got here from Robert Thorne out front. Aggressive flick there. Finds it. Look at that. That front counter really locked and loaded. Rambling his way past into that inside clip. Now in the transition, James Dean pulling that front left wheel off the ground. No mistakes by James Dean, and look at that, just slowly inching closer to him. And just
so in that sense, I don't think the other judges necessarily did.
Who has definitely seen some success over the years. Nick Novak, Jerry Yang Racing, both these vehicles prepared by Jerry Yang Racing, actually, incidentally. Woo! Look at Novak jump to the side of Kazuya Taguchi, but Kazuya Taguchi is a machine. Taguchi, look at this, jumps down into that second inside clip. Novak on the wrong side of that second inside clip. But Taguchi, this looks exactly like his qualifying run we saw yesterday. Here we go. Nick Novak out front, Kazuya Taguchi in the chase position. Again, both Jerry Yang prepared vehicles as Novak. Now, oh, he's flirting with that wall quite a bit. And that's gonna shut her down. Oh boy. That wall has, man, Halovnia, Robert providing the stance, the super doof. Opting out of that big Wang gang, the big Country Labs wing. Go for the sleeker look here. Drops down. There you go, big angle. Big angle there from Forrest Wang. Brandon Sorensen gets lost in the smoke. Absolutely blinded. Brandon, nowhere to be found. Forrest Wang continues on, filling all that outside zone.
Opportunity here to keep going forward in competition.
I'm just going to say I'm a little nervous on how this smoke is going to light up here under the lights as Brandon shreds some back bumper there. Big shred in that back bumper, but Brandon going off course. Looks like Forrest does stay consistent. A lot of smoke being kicked off, but again, with Brandon going way off course, Forrest Wang kind of, I wouldn't say pedaling back by any means, but maybe playing a more tempered approach. Win, Yellow Speed Racing. That car number is native homeboys and home gals back at home right now. It's all Travis Reeder out front. The Nicholas GT Radial BMW initiates into the bank. There's Diego Higa on the door of Travis Reeder. Now Reeder comes down in that first inside clip. Diego Higa transitions into the second, has to dial it back. You saw him kind of lunge forward, had to accommodate to wrapping around that second inside clip. Reeder right on that outside white line of that, but it's indicative of kind of where you're at off throttle run. Here we go, Diego Higa out front. Diego Higa, JDM Supreme, 86. Travis Reeder kind of nosing in there. Good proximity from Reeder onto Diego Higa, now coming to inside clip. Diego with the clean air. Looks a lot more confident. Reeder doesn't make that micro adjustment as I'm talking about. He just punts it, but good proximity by Reeder in that second outside zone. Tucks in. Man, the Nicholas BMW advances on into the 16. He will lead, qualifying 11th. Jeff Jones qualifying 22nd. Saw these guys at practice earlier, and they look both really competitive. Stuckey into that first outside zone. Jeff Jones even a little higher than Stuckey. Don't know if that's the approach he should be taking as he drops back. See that? He takes a wide swing around that second inside clip. Stuckey tucks in on that second outside zone. Jeff Jones now trying to play catch-up.
Debeating tires. This patch has been holding up really well. I'm happy with it. You know, it definitely keeps all our tires on the wheels.
Forrest, thanks so much, guys.
Thank you so much, Lorette. As you know, we got speakers in the cars, and we got speakers out here. Loud and proud, Jeff Jones and Daniel Stuckey. Daniel Stuckey saying his spotter telling us he didn't have a handbrake. Yeah, that's going to kind of hurt you, but he made it look pretty good here. Jeff Jones brings it on around. Daniel Stuckey.
One too many. You know, we try to get him to do 2 moves. It's something we talk about in the briefing, and